Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
So, have you ever heard about Google certifications?
No, sir. No, sir.
Today, after this class, I will guide you about the certification. But initially, I will share a few things like you are already aware of the different type of campaigns and how to run those campaigns. Today, I will discuss about remarketing audience, remarketing campaigns, remarketing conditions. So the entire aspects of remarketing in Google Ads. Okay. And obviously the conversion tracking or different kinds of trackers in Google Ads.
Okay, sir.
So I am sharing my screen. So basically, first of all, we need to understand what is remarketing and why it is important. So initially, while explaining display ads or video ads, I have already mentioned this term, the remarketing. So remarketing is basically nothing but you are showing your ads or you are promoting your products to your existing audiences who already visited your site or who already made a purchase from your site. So that is called remarketing. So why it is so important? Why remarketing is important? See, there is a term called LTV, that is lifetime value. Lifetime value of a customer. So every customer has a certain lifetime value. That means, say you have purchased something from Flipkart. Say you have purchased a mobile phone from Flipkart. This is not the end. So it is not the last time you bought from Flipkart. You will buy in future also. So you will repeatedly buy Flipkart or say Amazon. So this is your relation with the Flipkart or Amazon. So as a business, we term it as a lifetime value. Every customer has its own value. Like this is the customer who buy me in this certain interval, and this much of amount he usually buy on an average. Okay, so we have all this data. So you are a customer and you buy regularly from Flipkart. Say everything. Say from a mobile phone to headset, cosmetics, products, everything. You buy on a regular basis. So you have certain value. You actually spend some amount of money in Flipkart for buying all these things. So this particular amount that you spend is okay. So Flipkart can calculate that this is one customer and his average value is this. That means on an average you spend this much of money on every purchase. Okay, so this is a lifetime value of a customer. So every business's objective is to increase the lifetime value of a customer. That means you can re-engage your existing customer for further purchase. That is the objective. Okay. So any doubt in this?
No, sir.
So there are several methods. So see, when there are two aspects. When you run a campaign, you might show your campaign to your existing customer, else you might show your campaign to the new customers. Both the thing is very important. Why? because when you reach to the new customer, it is basically very difficult, or it is a bit complex to convince a new person to buy your product, because that person is not aware about your service or product, or he is not at all convinced about your product. So you have to put some extra effort to convert a new user as a customer, whereas your existing customer is already aware about your brand and they have already used your service or your products. So they are already, if your service or product is very good, so they are already convinced about the quality of your products or service. So that is why it is a bit easier to convert those people. And as well as it is basically not only easier, rather you can also create a loyal customer base. We call it brand loyalty marketing. So there are a lot of people who say, I don't use anything else other than the Samsung mobile. So there are a lot of people like this. Say, I only use Lux soap and other soaps are bogus, like this people. These are all brand loyal people. They don't use, they actually use a specific brand and they actually reject other products. Okay, so as a brand, you need to create such people who can be a brand loyal, who can be an advocate for your brand. So that is the objective. That is why remarketing is important. And not only that, also few people who come to your website but didn't purchase, because probably due to some reason, probably they are not convinced enough, or say they have certain problems, like in terms of monetary issues and all, or sometimes someone is searching something but suddenly a new a new work come up and he just left the site and engaged in that particular work. So a lot of things can be happen when we actually visit a website. So remarketing actually try to engage these people who already visited your site but they haven't taken any action. So you're in a remarketing campaign, your objective is to showcase the benefits of your product, showcase your category of the products, showcase the price advantages of your product. Like this, basically it is a kind of bombardment in the mind of customer, so mind of the user who already visited your site but didn't take any action. So this is also important in remarketing. So in this way you actually maximize your sales or maximize your customer list. So that's the purpose of remarketing. So what are the purpose? First one is increasing the lifetime value of your customer, re-engage your existing customer. Another thing is bombarding in the mind of people who actually visited your site but didn't take any action. So this is the main two reasons we use remarketing, and both the reason is very strong enough to generate business. Now, how to do remarketing campaigns? So there is no there is no other type of campaign called remarketing campaign, but it is all about some kind of logic, some kind of conditions we use to create the audience. Okay, so we have already seen like how we create audience in Google Ads. So basically there are keywords, there can be some kind of say interest or behavioral targeting. So remarketing is also a kind of targeting. So you don't have to work on any campaigns, rather you have to create some conditions to create remarketing audience. So I'm showing this now. So I'm going to the tools and settings. So this is the tools and settings. Now I have to go to this place, audience manager. So there are already some audiences we have created. Now, how to create an audience? See, the first one is the website visitors. Okay. People who visited your website or landing page. You have to provide a name. On you can add today's date so that you can remember when you have created this. Select the type of visitors from which you would like to create a segment. So visitors of a page who visited another page, visitor of a page who did not visit another page, visitor of a page during specific dates, visitor of a page with specific tags. So these are certain options, certain conditions to create segments. The first one is the visitor of a page. That means anyone who visited your page. Next one is visitor of a page who also visited another page. So this is some extended condition. So this person visited a certain page and also visited another page. Like I'm giving you one example. So a person who visited your home page as well as your service page. So that can be added here. The next one is visitor of a page who did not visit another page. This is also very common condition. In this case, you can add like this: people who a visitor who actually visited my service page but did not visited the thank you page. That means this person hasn't taken any action. Thank you page only loads when someone fill up a form or made a purchase. So this person visited my product but didn't visit a thank you page. That means he didn't purchase anything. So I can track this person through this condition. Another is visitors of page during specific dates. Okay. So say I have created one campaign during Diwali. Okay. So the Diwali week, I have created one campaign and I have generated a huge traffic. Now I want to remarket those people who actually visited my website during the Diwali week. So in that case, I can provide the specific dates, like from 1st November to 7th November. Visitors of a page with specific tags. What is this tags? Tags are basically nothing, the tracking codes. So tracking codes means, say in e-commerce website, we use some kind of tracking codes to understand add to cart, then wish list, all these things. So I can add visitors who actually put some kind of something in my wish list or put something in the cart, but actually didn't purchase. So that kind of conditions I can set through here. So visitor of a page. Now the condition, visit page. Include people that visited a page with the following rules. Page URL. I have to put the page URL. Page URL contains say this is one website. So this is one website and this is a particular page. You can see the URL, bhujogindia.com palliative care nursing.
Yes, sir.
So what I will do is I want to target those people who actually visited this palliative care nursing. Why? Because I want to target those person who have some kind of requirements in palliative care, and I will remarket those people to enhance my business. So page URL contains palliative care nursing page. Okay. So this currently there is no tracking code. That is why it is showing 0 cookies and no audience segment. So this is one option. And I can also add other conditions here, like page URL contains palliative care nursing, and do you know AND logic and OR logic?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So AND means just hold on, I'm just sharing the whiteboard. Say A and B. What does it mean?
Sir, vocab. No, alphabets.
It means both. Right?
A, B.
A and B. That means both.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just giving one line so that you can understand better. Like who there is a program in the school. Students need to perform. A and B. A or B. So now tell me, what is the difference between these two?
So first one means that A and B both, and second one means either A or B, just one of them.
Right. So this is the AND OR logic. Okay. So now I'm going back to the screen again. Now see, there are two logics already here, AND OR, and match any rule group. Page URL contains palliative care nursing, and page URL contains services.page. Okay. So this means people who visited palliative care nursing as well as who visited service. So I will target both of them. So they have to see both the pages, then only I will target. This is one condition. Now it is like this, or service.page. This means people either have to visit palliative care nursing or they have to visit service.page. Then I can target. So like this way, you can create conditions. Yeah. So not only contains, you can also add your URL also here, equals. You can also put the entire URL here. This starts with, ends with, okay, like, does not contain, all this kind of conditions are there. So you have to put in, take in conditions. Now the pre-fill options. Choose between pre-filling the segment or starting with an empty group. Pre-fill segment with people who matched the rule within the past 30 days. So Google has all the data. We have the tracking code in the website. So based on this condition, what Google will do, Google will take all the users who match these conditions in the past 30 days. Okay. Or we can start with an empty segment. So we will not take any past users. Rather, we will start from today only. And from now onwards, anybody match this condition will be saved in this audience segment. So both the options are there. Membership duration. What is this membership duration? Basically, how long you want to put an user in this particular segment. So on by default, it is 30 days, but it is entirely based on your requirement. So sometimes, so it depends on the service. Sometimes what happens is your product takes a very long time to take decision, and then people purchase. So in that case, the Windows time will be longer. Sometimes your product is very small kind of product, and it takes a very small time to decide, and in that case you can also reduce this number of days. Okay. Why it is there? Because not every today I have visited something, say this is a website, nursing website, and currently I am visiting this website because I have one requirement of nursing services, right? But it is not like that in my entire life I will search for nursing services. So after some days, when my patient will get cured, then I might not require nursing services anymore, and I will not look after to this site. So that is the reason why there is a window size. Then this is a description. Like you can add a small description to understand what is this audiences, what is the audience all about. So that you can do. Once done, you can create the segment. Now I am showing another like specific dates. So my page visit condition is same, but now I will add a specific date. Before, after, between. So I can add between date range from 4th March to 31st March. Like this. Rest is same. then with specific tags. So I have one tag that is form submission. So I can create like this. Another is visitors of a page who did not visit another page. So visited both of these pages, but did not visited. Thank you. Like this. So in this way, you can create different kind of conditions. It is not like that you have to only create the condition I have used here, but you can create anything as per your requirement, as per your products or services. This is how we can create condition-based audience segment to target website visitors. In this way, see, people who actually don't submit any form or who don't actually purchase, we don't have the data of them. We don't have their data like their phone number, email ID, their location, whatever. We don't have that because they haven't submitted any form. But still we want to target because they are our potential customer. So every website has some kind of cookies. Cookies are basically small bit of code that actually track user behavior within the website. These cookies actually track the users, their behaviors, from where they are coming to my website. All this data they actually capture and they actually save it in basically cookies are small bit of codes and files. They save all these things in those files. Okay. Now, whenever we actually use this remarketing conditions and all, we actually use the data from those cookies. So those cookies actually supply the data, like who are the people who actually visited my site in the specific time period or in the specific website page, like this. This is how we do website visitors. Any doubt? Anything else?
No, sir.
Sir, I have one question. Hello?
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, if there are any viewers who don't purchase, we don't have their contacts, still can we track if they are interested in our product or not? Like, if someone is not interested but they visited our site, can we track them?
We say when someone visited our site, we can't we can track whether he is interested or not. Okay, so because there is no option to read the mind of the customer. So the thing is, we can actually measure the behavior of the customer. So people who visited our site, that is a behavior. People visited a certain page and didn't visit another page. So this is also a behavior. So we can track that behavior only. We can track what is in their mind, why he actually visited my website. So probably this site is all about nursing service at home. Okay, so if someone visited our site, the very generic term I can say, like people might have some kind of interest in nursing services. They have certain requirements in nursing services. That is why they came to our website. But there are also certain requirements, like some people are looking for some kind of, say, projects. Okay. So someone is doing a nursing course and they have a project where they have to list down all the nursing services available in the particular city. So those people also can visit my site. So they don't have any intent to purchase my service, rather they need information about their project, which is totally irrelevant for my business. But still, they visited our site. That is why I will track them based on the conditions. And also when we create these conditions, we, as a user, I can't identify one-to-one people. I can't identify this is the person who visited my site or this is the person who don't visit my site. I can't identify that person. But there are cookies who have actually tracked some kind of data from the user, and based on that data, I can track as a whole segment I can track, but I can't track a specific person. So that is the thing. So there might be some people who don't have any interest in my product, but still they visited up my page. But if the condition matches, they can also see my ad. I can't remove that thing. And that is also very negligible numbers in terms of the overall scenario if I check. Okay, so most of the people who come to a certain site, they have a certain requirement, but probably there are certain numbers who actually searched for no reason. Probably they have a different reason also. So that is a very negligible number, but we can't avoid it.
Yes, sir. So, sir, means if someone has visited our site by default, we will show our ads to them, but not in particular, like
Yes,
to a
we can't
specific
actually particularly track any person. I'm sharing the whiteboard again. See how it happens. This is the website. Visitors. This is the website visitors. Okay. Say then there is a certain number, 2000. 2000 website visitors I have. Now, within this 2000 visitors, 100 people fill up a form. So as a business, I can only identify these 100 people who filled up the form because I have the data of these 100 users. They have submitted their email ID, they have submitted their phone number, they have submitted their name, as well as their city if requires. So I can identify this 100 people. But other than these 100 people, there are 1900 people whom I can't identify. I don't know who are these 1900 people. But yes, there are cookies who actually track the behavior of this 1900 people and also the 100 people who filled up the form. So cookies actually track the entire website visitors. But 100 people I already have the data, but 1900 people I don't have the data, but I have data from the cookies that there are other 1900 visitors who searched these pages, who actually searched in these time periods. So I can track all these things. So based on these data, I can create an audience segment and I can just push my campaign to those. So that's the logic.
Okay, sir.
Now, other than website visitors, there is app users. So you have to select your app if you have any. So you have to link your Google Play account, and from there you can add your app here. So once you link your app here, it can track who has downloaded your app, who hasn't downloaded your app. Okay, so based on these data, you can also further target the people. So this is also the same pre-fill option, that is 30 days or more than that. And there is a description. That's it. Now the YouTube users. So first of all, you need to link your YouTube channel and then only you can do it. Okay. So just No, they don't have any YouTube channel, so can't link it. So the logic is same. So you have to again just track the user's behavior there. And then the last one is the customer list. This is very common thing. Customer list is basically uploading customers. If you have a list of customers, you can upload it here. And also in Google, there are some kind of eligibility to add customer list. What is that eligibility? First of all, you need to run campaigns on a very large volume. Okay, so this is a very small account where we usually run campaigns of like 10,000, 5,000 like this. But if you run campaigns in a high volume like 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh budget campaign, then they will give you this option. Currently, it is not eligible here. Okay. And then the custom combination. Here you can create combinations of different segments. All website visitors, then there are similar audience. Now this is also another thing, that is similar audience. This is also you can generate from remarketing audience also. So what is the similar audience? Similar audience is just say 2,000 people who already visited my site, and out of this 2,000 people, 100 people filled up the form. Okay, so basically this 100 people are my customer, right? Now this 100 people have some kind of traits, some kind of specific behaviors. Okay, so now I need to target this specific traits which this 100 people can, or this 100 people have. Say like Shreya and Meenam, you both are learning digital marketing. So you have purchased this course, but other than you, there are a lot of other people who already aware about digital marketing courses. They visited the sites and everything, but they didn't purchase anything. Only you two have purchased this course. Now both of you have some kind of traits which are similar or very closely attached, not completely similar, rather I can say it is closely attached. Say you both are from BCom background, your age are also similar, you are both female. So these are certain traits. Even probably there are certain behaviors which are similar between both of you. So Google actually matched these traits and multiply the audience size. Similar audience. That means you two are my direct audience. Now I am looking for similar audience. Similar audience means those who are similar, those who have the similar traits compared to you two. So that is the similar audience. So Google will find out those people who have the similar traits for this 100 people. So this 100 people is my customer. Now I want to maximize the number of this 100 people who have the similar traits of this 100 people. Why I am doing so? because I thought that out of this 2000 visitors, only 100 people purchased my product or they have filled up the form. That means this 100 people, I am looking for more such 100 people who actually buy from me or who actually purchase or submit form for me. So I am creating similar audience which have the similar traits of this 100 people. So this is called similar audience. In Facebook also, we have some such kind of thing. We call it lookalike audience. Similar or lookalike. Okay. So do you have any doubt in this similar audience?
No, sir.
Okay. So in this way, I can reach out more users who are more similar as my customers. Okay. So how to do it? So we can create a similar audience. See, these are all. So I have, this is the AdWords optimized list. This is one audience. And this is a similar audience of it. So this is one. So this is the main audience. And the list is automatically created and managed by Google. And this is also automatically created expanded segment with interest similar to the people in similar to AdWords optimized list. So this is the same. So your task is to create an audience list based on the several conditions. Now Google will automatically create a similar audience out of it. It will take some time, but gradually it will create one audience for you, and that you can use in the campaign. How you can use it? So it is, you have to just select any audience and you can add it to the campaigns or any ad groups wherever it is required, like this. Okay. Now there is custom segments. Now what is this custom segments? Custom segments are basically, there are certain other parameters like people with any of these interests or purchase intention. So you can target people based on their interests. You can actually create some kind of audience in advance by targeting the interests or their purchase intentions. Google have the data because most of the time, whenever we have any kind of requirement, we just go to Google and search something, or we purchase something in Google. Even in the age of Android devices, what we Google actually track everything because our mobile is here. Okay, so this is our mobile phone, and within this mobile phone, we have our email ID activated. We have the location activated. We have the Facebook here. So everything is here. Now, wherever I go, whatever I do, everything Google actually tracks. We buy something from my mobile phone. Say I am purchasing from Flipkart app and I pay it from Google Pay, or say from any other apps, net bankings, whatever. So every detail is getting saved in my email ID or my Google account. So Google can track everything. Wherever I go, wherever I whatever I do, okay, so everything it tracks. So that is why Google have the data about the interests and about the purchase intentions. So we can create such thing. So like here I can type the interests, say nursing service, palliative care services. Like this. Also, people who searched for any of these towns in Google. Okay. So people who searched any of these towns that I can target. And you can see there are certain estimations here. Gender, age, parental status, weekly impressions, everything is there. I can change the country, India. All languages. See. So when I create any audience, I can came across all these data. What will be the estimated weekly impression? What are the genders who search such kind of services? Age, parental status. So like this. So in this way, we can understand how effective is my audience. Okay. And what will be the estimated impression or estimated reach? Who will be my customer? Is it male or is it female? Or what is their age? So all these things we can get through it. Other than this, we can also target our competitors. So I already have one. I'm just showing you this. People who browse this type of websites, like so this one is my ad, which I am running currently. And these are my competitors. So what I will do, I will just open this. I'll just copy the link. And I will paste the URL. Okay, so like this, Portia, this is also my competitor. So I can add more also, and I will save it. Okay. So in this way, now what I will do, I will just go to the campaign. We'll go to audience. Okay, this is the search shadow. That is what that is. The thing. Let me check if there is any display ad. So I have added the segment here, competitor. I will save it. Right. So this is how I can tap my competitors' traffic. So people actually who visit these websites can also see my ad wherever they go. Okay, so this is how. So basically, who actually visiting my competitors' website, that means they have also the similar kind of interests, and I can reach those people through my remarketing campaign. Okay, so this is how we can create this thing. So any doubt in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now there is a combined segment. So here you can create the combination, like education, say current college students, and interests in lifestyle and hobbies. So this is how we can create segments to specify my audience. Okay. I can also change it. So who have some kind of interest in lifestyle and hobbies and who visited my website. So I will target those. So like this, you can create combinations of different audiences, and you can also add this thing in your ads. So this is how you can create it. Name it test, and then create. You have to add it similarly in the display ads or in video ads, custom segments. So these are the different set of audience we can create in Google Ads, and this kind of audiences actually enhance my targeting capabilities. So usually people think that Google Ads is all about keywords and that's it. But no, not about keywords. Keyword is only one aspects of Google Ads targeting. But there are all these different targeting options that we can explore and we can use to reach different type of audience. Okay, so this is one thing, audience manager. If you have any question, you can ask me. Then I will go to the next segment.
No, sir. Don't have
No, sir.
Now, I'm going to the keyword planner. So you all are accustomed with this particular segment because you have already used it for keyword research for both SEO and Google Ads. But probably you people didn't use the forecast part. So say I am just adding few keywords here like elderly care in Kolkata. Services, elder care services. Physiotherapy services. So say these are some of the keywords. Get started. So this is the historical data that we usually use for our SEO as well as in Google Ads. Here it gives us the search volumes, competitions, and everything. Okay, so this is one part. We already aware of it. Now I'm going to the forecasts. What is it? I can also change the location. This will give me an insight about my future campaigns. So I am already aware about the search volumes, competitions, everything. So those are mainly the historical data, that is the past data. So this gives me, that past data actually gives me an insight like which keywords to pick up, which keywords can be useful for me, which keywords can give me better results. All these things I can get from that historical data. But this forecast will give an estimation of my future performance. Okay. So see, I have chosen 6 keywords, and it gave me a standard result. So say my average daily budget, I want to spend 1,000 rupees per day. So if I want to spend 1,000 rupees per day, this is this much of click I can get, 441 clicks, 3.8k impressions. It will cost me 31,000. Average cost per click will be 70, and click-through rate will be 11.5%. I can add more data like conversion rate. What will be my estimated conversion rate? Say my estimated conversion rate probably is 5%. Save. So in that case, I will get 22 conversions, and my cost per conversions will be 31k divided by 22. So my cost per conversion will be 1409. So this is a basic estimation or understanding about how my campaign will perform in a given condition. Okay. So see, this is just an estimation and not a real data. Okay. So your campaign might perform far better than this estimation, or it might perform poorly than this estimation. But this will give you an understanding like this can be happen, or this can be a rough estimate about your campaigns. Why this estimation will differ from the real data? Because this estimation is only based on the keywords that I have provided here and the location. This. But in reality, there are other several parameters that actually impact your campaigns, like how your competitors are also running their campaigns. What are their keywords? What are their bidding strategies they're using? Here, the bid strategy is only maximize clicks, and another is manual CPC. But in reality, you can have several other bidding strategies. Even your objective will also differ. Your objective can be sales, your objective can be leads, your objective can be branding. And also there are several other bidding strategies like maximize clicks, maximize conversions, target CPA. So all these things are there. So, and all these things combinedly impact your campaign. So that is why in reality, your real data will differ from this estimation, but this estimation actually help you to plan your budget, to plan your conversion rate, to plan your estimated average cost per click. Okay, so based on those planning, you can keep your budget on track, keep your bidding strategies on track. All these things you can do. So that is why these forecasts are important, and also this few things you will get. These are some of the insights, like top postal codes. So these are some of the postal codes from where you will get the most number of conversions. The most number of conversions you can get from 70087. This is the pin code where you can get 32% conversions. Clicks like this, impressions, device. Mobile device is 79.5%, whereas computer has 20%. So got it, what forecast is?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, another thing is rules. This is automated rules. Basically, you can like when you work in any organization, be it an agency or it is a in-house organization, whatever, there is a certain time you work in a company. It is probably 8 to 9 hours we usually work in office. So that's the thing. So you will come to office at 10 o'clock and will leave the office after 7. So that is the usual timing of any organization. But digital marketing is 24/7, right? So your campaign will run 24/7, but it is not possible for you to monitor your campaign 24/7. It is not like that. Your campaign will peak the performance at probably at midnight, or it spent its maximum budget in the very early morning. But it is not possible for you to track all these things at that specific time. So what is the solution there? So there are some automated rules that you can set for your campaigns. I'm creating one rule. There are several kind of rules. I will suggest you to explore all these rules, and if you face any kind of issue, you can just let me know. I will guide you about that. But I will show you the most common rules that we usually use. That is the campaign rules. So first of all, you have to provide a name of the rule. Say 30% budget reduction. Date are temporary. So this is the name of this rule. Now I am selecting the actions and conditions. Action will be change budget. Select a budget type, that is average daily. Set a new budget, decrease budget. Decrease budget by 30%. Campaigns in selected accounts or selected campaigns, whatever you choose. If you want to select a specific campaign, then you have to go for selected campaigns. Here you can choose a specific campaign, or you can choose the entire account. Now the conditions. Say cost. If cost is okay. If cost is greater than 500, say you have spent more than 500 rupees in a particular day, then your budget, your daily budget will decrease by 30%. So this is the condition. If your cost exceeds 500 rupees, or if your cost is more than 500 rupees, then automatically your budget will decrease by 30%. You can also put a floor budget here, that is say 100 rupees. So whatever it is, your budget will not go below 100 rupees. So this is the floor budget. It is optional. You can keep it or you can't keep it also. It is not like that. But if you don't keep it, what will happen is your budget will continuously decrease and it will just go at zero if every time this rule runs. So if you put the floor budget, your budget will not go below 100 rupees. So like this. And now you can set the frequency, like how frequent this rule will run. Daily or once, weekly, whatever. Daily, keep it daily, using data from all time. And email the result to my email ID. Save rule. So it is not possible for you to monitor the campaign at night or in the early morning. But say if it's spending rampantly, if the spend is going beyond your estimation, then you can control it with this automated rule. Okay. Now also, say placement rules. Action, change max CPC bids, set new bid, increase bid by 10%. I'm taking the entire account. Now the conditions. If performance if impression is less than, sorry, not impression, interactions is less than 25, so if your interaction or the clicks is less than 25, then automatically you will increase the bidding by 10%. You can also set the frequency here and you can save the rule. 10% each. You can save it. So say it is Sunday and you will not open your Google Ads, right? Now in a particular day, probably you find that your interactions or your clicks is not coming as you desired or as you have planned. So this rule will ensure that it will increase the budget, it will increase the bid to certain percentage so that it will boost up the interactions or the clicks. Okay. So this is how you can create rules. You can also pause or remove any rule. So this rule will give an edge to you whenever you are not available, whenever you are not in place to monitor your campaign. This rule will work for you so that your ad will run consistently. So that is the purpose of this rule. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Fine. Then another is the assets library. So what is this assets library? Basically, while we run display ads, we usually add lot of images, logos in the account. So all these images and logos are mainly our assets. So you can find all these things from the asset library. So asset library contains all these things, and you can get it from there. And you can also add files here also from here. File upload or folder upload, whatever you can do from here. So this is the purpose of asset library. Now, you are already aware about bid strategies, the negative keyword lists. Okay, this bid strategies, let me show you. These are all portfolio bid strategy. Do you know what is portfolio?
Yes, sir.
What it is?
Showcase one's
Sorry?
skills and talent. A place to showcase one's skills and talents.
Right. So portfolio is basically a pool. Okay. Portfolio term can be used in several industries, like in fashion industry, fashion or entertainment industry, like the hero, heroine, they all have a certain portfolio. That is a collection of images, photos in different poses and all. Okay. So this is a portfolio that we use in fashion industry. Portfolio in share market. That means a pool of shares that you own, that you hold currently. That is your portfolio. The stocks you actually hold in your portfolio. Google has also portfolio bid strategies. Say you have created one certain bid strategy like target CPA. Name, just let me create it, 300 rupees target CPA. Enter the average you want to spend each day. 1,000 rupees. Minimum bid limit 50. Maximum bid limit 75. 300 CPA. Okay, so this is one bid strategy that I have created. Okay, now I will save it. Now what will happen? Whenever I create any campaign or whenever I am monitoring a certain campaign and I found that there is a need to change the bid strategy or to change the settings in the bidding strategies and all, then instead of creating one manually, I can just add this directly. Okay. Like I'm just showing. Say this is one campaign. I'm going to the settings. This is a bid strategy, change bid strategy. Use a portfolio strategy. So use existing portfolio. Just hold on. Where it is? Strategies. Why it is not coming up here? So we can add it from here only, like this. See, the bid strategy has changed. In 300 CPA created on 4/3/2022. This one. So this is the bid strategy that I have changed. So this is how you can create portfolio strategy to use your bid strategies in future. Now I have to remove it from here. So I have removed the campaign that I have added, and now I'm removing this bid strategy from here. That's it. So this is how we can create a portfolio of different bid strategy, and we can add it in our existing campaign whenever it is required. So this will give us an advantage in terms of times that we use to think about the bid strategies, and then I will use in the campaign, because I have already created one bid strategy in the past and that I can use in my existing campaign also. So that is the purpose of this portfolio bid strategy. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now, have I don't know where, I can't remember now. Have I showed you like how to add money in Google Business?
No, sir, not how to add money.
So once you create one ad account and you are ready to run a campaign, the first thing you need to do is to add money in that. So to get it, you have to go to this billing summary. So here you can add funds. Okay. So currently I don't have the permission. I'm showing you in another account. So you can make payment from here. Still, this is no issues. So this is the procedure basically. Make a payment and then it will give you a portal to similar to like the online transaction that we do. There is an option of adding credit cards, debit cards, or phone pay like this, and from there you can just add money here. So also you can get all the details of the transactions from here. View transactions. So this part is, you can just change the date, previous month. So in large organizations, this part is very important, because after every month you have to provide this data to the accounts department or the finance department, who usually take care of all the day-to-day transactions and everything, who actually provide you the money. You have to give this thing to them. You can download it from here. Okay. You can print it or you can download it. And you have to send it to the respective department, so that they can track like how you have spent the budget, and what is the current balance, what is the ending balance, what is the opening balance, everything is there. This is the starting balance and this is the ending balance. Okay, and this is the tax invoice. this link. Okay, this tax invoice contains of the GST that Google has deducted. Okay, so every spend contains a certain amount of GST. Like here you can see it is integrated GST 816. Whatever money, say you are adding 5,000 rupees in your Google Ads account, government will deduct 18% GST from it, and the rest of the amount you can spend for your ads. Okay, so everything, every detail you have to provide to your accounts department, so that they can track the entire spending, as well as they can apply for a GST return from the government. So this part is the billing and transaction details. So these are the most of the things we have discussed in Google Ads, the things that we usually use on a daily basis. And I think the more you do practice, the more you explore this account, it will give you more detailed insight about it. But now I am coming to the certification thing that I have I thought of last day. If you have joined from your laptop, you can just go to Skillshop, Google Skillshop. Just search it in Google and go to Google Skillshop. Or I'm giving you the URL in the chat. Just keep it with you, save it. Because once I remove this, once I stop the meeting, it will go on. So just keep it up with you. I'm showing you. So this is the portal of Google. They do some kind of free certifications. Okay. So all the certifications are very much important, and they contains a certain value, and it will add. It will be a value addition in your CV. Okay. So after this course get completed, you will obviously get a certificate from the institute, that is AICTE approved certificate. But this one certificate, it is free of cost, and you will get it from Google. Okay. So once you get it, it is valid for 1 year, and after 1 year again you have to sit for the exam and you have to clear the exam. The pass mark is 80%. You have to score 80% to get the certificates. Okay.
Sir, is the certificate free of cost, or we have to pay any amount?
Don't have to pay anything. It is entirely a free of cost Google program.
Okay, sir.
So this is the Google Ads certification program. There are a lot of things. I will suggest before giving the exam, you go through the lessons that is there. So I gave the exam in 2020, which has expired in 2021. So this was the certificate. So it remains valid for 1 year, and then again you have to give it. So this is the display certification. So first of all, you need to pass the fundamentals, then the search certification, display certification, like this. Where is the basics? Just to check. Certification. So this is the assessment, knowledge check assessment. e-learning course where you can learn few things before giving the test. It's very resourceful and lot of things you can learn from here. This is basically a theory-based and conceptual-based program. As you already aware about the Google Ads portal, how it works and all, you can just go through it and you can learn a lot of things. What is Google Ads? Why Google Ads? What are the objectives? Everything is there. Then you can go again. So these are all lessons. So these are the plans of the lessons that you can do. I actually recommend you first go to Google Ads and just learn the lesson, whatever it is available here. Okay. Tutorials are there, Google Ads tutorial series. Okay. Google Ads search, learn the fundamentals of Google Ads search. So all these things are there. You just go through it. Each session will not take more than 1.5 hours, 1 hour or 1.5 hours. You just go through it and just let me know if you have any kind of doubts, if you have any kind of understanding issues, because a lot of things you will get that is those terms are alien term for you. So you just note it down and let me know in the next class. We will discuss it. So it might take 2-3 classes to discuss all the doubts and clear all the doubts. And once you clear all the doubts, then we'll sit for the exam. The exam time is 2 hours. But you can, but it is all MCQ questions and it don't take more than 1.5 hours. So basically, once you have all the doubts cleared, then only you sit for the exam and get the certificate. And remember, you have to achieve 80% to get the certificate. Okay. So once you give the exam, say you don't pass the exam, say you got less than 80%. In that case, you have to wait for 24 hours to again give the exam. So that's the rule.
Sir, at once, how many attempts can we give?
Sorry?
How many attempts we can take to means take the exam? How many attempts we can take?
Each segment have one exam, like one is search. First is Google fundamentals, then you have to pass the Google search exam, then Google display, and simultaneously you can give exams, but it will be a very hectic for you. You have to learn lots of things at once, then you can go for the exam, and the exam is not so easy. A lot of things, a lot of questions are there which is very tricky and very conceptual, so you have to understand the entire thing in very very deeper knowledge you should have to clear the exam. So first learn the things, then we discuss, we clear the doubts, and then you give the exam one by one. Obviously, at first you have to clear the fundamentals. Fundamentals done, then you have to go for the search chats done. Once search chats completed, then we go for display ads like this. And once you get the certificates, you can showcase it in your CV, as well as you can showcase it in your LinkedIn accounts. Do you have any LinkedIn accounts currently?
Sir, I had one Indian account, but it was saying like there is some restrictions to my account, so I didn't know what's the issue.
You do one thing, in the next class you can show me the LinkedIn account. I will help you out to if there is any issue which is known to me, obviously. So you can showcase your certificate in LinkedIn, obviously, because LinkedIn is a professional network, and a lot of people, employers are mainly there. So if you showcase your Google certification, it will catch attention. It might catch the attention of some employers, and they can connect you and they can approach to you, because Google certification has a lot of value. Okay, because though it is a free exam, but still it is a very tough and very high quality exam. Okay, so you can understand, like, the pass mark is 80%. That means you have to give the, I mean, you have to write down the, you have to give the correct answer in most of the cases. So that's the thing. So that is why. So these are the plans. Self-assessments are there. So once you read a particular segment, within that segment there is a self-assessment. The self-assessment will help you to understand, like, whether you have understood the concept or not. If you don't understand the concept, you can again read the same. If you still face the problem, you can ask me and we will sort it out together. Okay. So anything else in this regard?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So in the next class, we will again discuss on this thing. Just start exploring this particular site and do some studies here, so that we can also discuss in the next class. Because Google Ads, as per your syllabus, I have covered most of the things, and even I have added few things extra in the classes. So now I want you to achieve this certificate to complete the Google Ads segment. So then I want to move to the next thing. So if you don't read it, then I have to move for the another portion of the syllabus. Like, the next class is on social media. The next module is social media. So I don't want to go to the social media now, because I want you to get the certificate. Then I want to move to the social media part. But if you don't study in the next class and don't came with some doubts, I have to move to the social media before getting the certificate. So it can dilute the entire understanding of Google Ads. So that's the reason.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
So okay. So you just open it and explore it. And you can also message me anytime through WhatsApp if you face any issue. I can just respond you directly.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I'm concluding this session here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.